For your listening pleasure, Mr. Tom Claxton.
Can someone please tell me what is wrong with the damn U.S. Navy? I put that word in there for a couple of reasons. One, to upset Cal, and two, to let you know that this is not a repeat of my prior tirade concerning Secretary of the Navy Ray Maples, an old Mississippi boy over there, who just happens to be back on my radar. It was just a couple of weeks ago when Maples made my debut by announcing the name of a Navy ship for former U.S. Representative Gabrielle Gifford. In an obvious attempt to get me off his back, he later announced that his ship would also be named in honor of fallen Marine Rafael Peralta, who should also be awarded a Medal of Honor posthumously. In my not-so-humble opinion, but he just could not leave well enough alone. In testimony before a recent hearing of the House Armed Services Committee, Mavis attempted to defend the actions of the Navy, and no doubt his boss, Barack Obama, in spending hundreds of millions of dollars for about 450,000 gallons of biofuel to energize what has been characterized as our great green Navy. Hell, I thought our Navy was great, because the government, through the expenditure of the Navy in this joint effort with the Department of Agriculture, is covering all the research, development, and production costs for the alternative fuels. We call that subsidized. A gallon of this fuel can end up costing over $20 versus around $2.75 for the fuel regularly purchased by the Navy. This means that this bio crap can end up costing about $1,000 a barrel. Now, being a country boy like Mavis, who used to be the governor over there in Mississippi, you recall I'd said that before, I can appreciate that it would take both my fingers and my toes to count the difference in cost for this fuel, plus a couple other guys. But what I cannot figure out is why. When confronted by Virginia Republican Representative Randy Forbes as to why the Navy would buy fuel at such a premium when we're mothballing our fleet, Mavis just gave them the good old boy Mississippi shrug, saying it was worthwhile for the Navy. Well, what? The Navy to spend money in order to grow the alternative fuel industry to a size where it could theoretically compete with the established oil industry. That's where it's all going. Don't we have an energy department for that? I guess if NASA can shut down space flights in order to do outreach to Muslims, then it